Hey everybody, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. I'm JR. Today I'm working on my niece's cheap Jeep XJ Roscoe. I'm going to show you guys the rocker trim that I did. I have her wheels stripped and bed linered. They turned out I don't know, better than nothing. What I'm doing here, sorry I moved the camera a little quickly. What I'm trying to do here is get rid of the rust on her rockers, and a lot of people will go in there with 2x6 steel and just put a box section in, but I'm going to go higher than most people will, mainly because not really for off-road ability or anything, because she doesn't care. I just want to cut this rust out. So what I'm going to do is cut all the way up to the flat part, which is going to actually necessitate cutting the bottom of these doors, which doesn't make me sad because they're all rusty and full of spray foam anyway. That was pretty much always my intention with this. And take you over to the passenger side. I want to keep it low mainly because she doesn't care, and also, you know, it'll be more stable for her. So you can see here where I've cut it pretty high. On a stock XJ, sheet metal goes down to like way down here, so she's lost a good 6 inches, or gained a good six inches of ground clearance. And what I'll do is put a piece of angle iron and I'll plug weld it to the inner rocker, and I'll use a piece of flat 1-inch flat bar, and I'll plug weld it to the door sill. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on today. I got my trusty Rust-Oleum paint on everything, so that looks a little bit nicer. At some point I'll clean up these spots. I'll clean up this, like the kid I bought it from, like flashing taped it and spray foamed it and whatever. I don't really care. I'm just gonna cut it off anyway. But you can do it a little more workmanlike than that. Again, this is like Rust-Oleum professional grade truck bed liner on those wheels. They had a bunch of flaws, so I was hoping that would cover them up without me putting a bunch of effort into it, because I really want to keep this cheap and I don't want to put a bunch of effort into it. So what I'm going to work on today is cutting that up higher, flush with the sill plate. You see I already took the sill plate off here. This door was stuck. I'm going to have to take that latch out and lube it up or something. It was kind of a debacle to get it open. But yeah, I want to cut these flat and then finish the wheel arches and finish the door. And all that crappy stuff on the bottom of the door can go. I'll just sawzall it off. Yeah, I think I'll bring you guys back when I'm completely done. And next weekend starts my vacation, so I'm gonna go buy a pile of steel and go to work on this. There's the disc brakes that I got. So I got them for the core. These are off of Liberty. I mentioned in another video. The core on the brackets is like $25, or on the calipers is like $25 a piece. These brackets, they don't reproduce. The splash shields they do, but they're fairly expensive. So I think I saved something like $140 in core charges going to that. And I don't have to make, or you don't have to make an over the axle line if you're doing this on your XJ, but the kid that had it before me like welded one side shut, which is crazy. Could have welded something more useful, but whatever. But I have a roll of nickel copper in there and a bunch of fittings, so you guys will see that in another video. For right now, I'm going to go back to work cleaning it up to match this side more, which this side's pretty straight. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm going to do the other side to match this side. And I'll probably come through and clean this up where I rough cut it with the plasma. Because my plasma cuts look like torch cuts. So anyway, that's what's going on. Set of Falcon. These are 245 75 16s. I'm going to put a set of Falcon Wild Peak 265 60 16s on it. It's about 30 inches tall. So it should wind up with a pretty decent stance. I will at some point come through and do a bastard pack in the rear because that spring's pretty crappy. The front I don't really care about, but we'll see how it winds up in the rear after I do the bastard pack. I'm gonna clean that up and paint it. So anyway, we'll be back. You guys will be able to check it out at the end. Thanks for watching. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I think you can start to see where we're gonna go with this. 2x6 rockers down there. I'll probably put a flare on it. The bedliner wheels, they're okay from right here. I stood one up a little bit and I got runs in it, but I can't see them from here, so that's good enough for me. But yeah, I think you guys get the general gist of it. And a lot more clearance, a lot more room for activities now. So this week I'll buy the tin and stuff. I have shocks, JK shocks, and I'll be able to start getting everything together. I have the week of Thanksgiving off, so that'll be when I do the bumper and stuff. The stock one they mangled the hell out of the frame rail when they probably pulling by the bumper on a strap, but I'll fix that up. And you can see there's some holes in the inner rocker down there. That's okay, it's just sheet metal. When I do the tube rockers, it'll tie that all together. So the bottom corner is the floor. That's the part that really matters. You want to tie the floor up to the outer structure. So yeah, that's pretty much how that's going. This is just Rust-Oleum paint, by the way, nothing fancy. It works great. I like it. I'm going to continue to use it. In the spring I think I'll bedliner up to the bottom line, but for winter I just want to get this tinned in and get the springs straightened out and shocks and tires so I can drive it. Again, it'll be Falcon Wild Peak 265 70 R17 R16s on it, and the dirt bound bumper. So it'll wind up being pretty tough looking. I think it'll be a pretty decent vehicle. It's not going to be a show vehicle by any means, but it will be cheap, and I won't have, I mean, the goal for this is still $3,000, but I think I'll be a lot lower than that. I'll do a price list of what I have into it so far, and we'll see. I'll put that up at the end here. In the meantime, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time on A Driveway Engineer. I hope you're enjoying the Jeep build. I know a lot of people are here for LS stuff, and you know, it can't all be Jewel all the time. So thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the Facebook group. Be sure to buy some swag so I can get rich. And we'll see you next time. Bye.